going through the B minor Mass, directing the B minor Mass is like a journey. And there are many moments along the way where you think you have arrived at nirvana in terms of what could be more special than this. And then Bach manages to overwhelm you yet again and again and again, in different ways, in different emotions. I think the first stop for me is the very opening. The opening chords of the Kyrie are so overwhelming in the fervent nature of this cry, Lord have mercy, that it arrests you. Everything stops and you must pay attention to this. And we move through the Kyrie, very somber work in B minor, where everyone's sweating to get through, technically, musically, to get through this music, which is so dense. You arrive at a Gloria in D major with trumpets and drums, which all heaven breaks loose. And you think, well, how is he going to top that? In music, there are a few pieces which stand out above all the others. Trying to put your finger on why that is and why these pieces have universal acclamation is debatable, but B minor Mass of Bach is definitely one of the pieces that if someone landed on earth and you wanted to show them what man has created, worthy things, then this piece would be there. Bach, in dealing with compositional forms, let's say a concerto or a cantata, would take the conventions of the time and of musical language and take them to a new plateau in everything that he did. He expanded the boundaries of what was possible within that form to create something new that later generations would use as the benchmark for their own compositions. He does this all in a way that we're not aware of it. It's all there for you to admire and delve into if you open your mind to it. But on another level, you can just listen to this piece and be overwhelmed by it without needing to know the technical aspects. There's a huge amount of variety as well in terms of the orchestral palette he uses, which is again unconventional in a sacred work like this Mass, to use obligato solo instruments. So to use a solo horn in one of the movements together with a bass singer is quite unusual in this setting. It would be fine in a cantata, it would be great as a horn concerto, but he throws in a horn, another movement, there's a flute solo, there's violin solo towards the beginning. He utilizes the orchestra from using the whole group with trumpets and drums for the big effects to something quite intimate and chamber music-like in other movements. So it covers the whole gamut, and whether the piece was ever performed in its entirety, the debate continues. We know that at the end of his life he was gathering the various parts of the Mass that he composed to create a kind of document of what a Mass could be. And we have it, and there it stands together with Shakespeare and the Parthenon and whatever else we treasure in Western culture.